Hey guys, I'm LYZABETH Lopez, and I am a registered holistic nutritionist and master trainer, and I'm so excited to share with you my leg day, okay? This is just one of many leg days that I do, but this is a very good showing of kind of like a favorite, okay? We're gonna go through a little circuit over here to get the bum all warm up, and then we're gonna go over to the cables and do like a full booty, hamstring, everything. So I'm gonna link the actual workout down below, but right now I'm gonna give you a lot of tips and tricks on how to do it, get the most out of it. Are you ready? Here we go. So we're gonna start off with glute activation. Now you might have already seen, I have a whole video somewhere on YouTube that is a whole glute activation video that really just kind of shows you an entire routine, like probably my favorite routine when I have time to do it, because it takes about 8 minutes just for activation, but some people, that is enough for them for their whole workout. They're just like, and my bum is good, okay? But this is glute activation. We do it to make sure that our glutes are turned on and firing when we're doing all of our bum stuff. Otherwise, we might just hit our quads. So just quick note. So the activation that I'm doing today is this one here. I don't know the name for it, so I call it glute activation. I don't know if I made it up. I don't know if I saw it on Pilates. I don't know if I saw it online. I like it, so whatever. The band is working the top butt cheek, and the lift is working the bottom, and you'd think that the top one is working the most, but no, it's the bottom, just saying. But it feels very painful in an amazing way. Love it so much. I'm today gonna do about 15 reps, if I was counting, which I'm not. But we're gonna guess. I'm gonna think I have about 4 more. And then I'm gonna switch into my other leg. On a regular leg day, I'd probably do 2 sets. So I would do this on one leg, I'd flip over and do the other leg, and then repeat that 2 times in a row with nothing in between, because one leg is kind of resting while the other one is working. And you can see I've got my toes and my heels dug together, okay? I'm trying, I might not be perfect, but I'm trying to keep my shoulder right over my elbow. I'm pulling my abs in, and I'm driving my leg up while keeping my hips stacked, one on top of the other while doing this. I'm also attempting to keep my spine in neutral, which means my head isn't doing this or this. It's relatively neutral. And I give it a good flex and exhale as I raise to the top. So let's say that was about 15 reps. Again, 2 rounds of those. Yes, yes? Hip swings are a form of joint mobility. So why am I doing this? Because I sit at a computer for a long portion of my day. I know you think, I'm in the gym all day, I'm a gym bunny. But no, writing programs means I'm sitting on the couch with my computer on my lap. Then what happens is this gets very tight, okay? Now if that gets very tight, what happens is when I try to do my leg day, the tightness here doesn't allow me to flex there properly, which means my glutes are inhibited. And it means that I could do all the squats in the world. I might not actually be working my bum. That's just a tragedy. So I do my mobility and I do my activation, and then I begin my routine. I just do 1 set of those generally. I think 1 set is enough. So I just finished the hip swings, but another thing that I kind of like to do to kind of just loosen my hips before I start a leg day is kind of just like, what do you call that? You know, when you roll out the hips. I can't remember, but I'm gonna show you anyways. Maybe I'll remember later. Oh, thank you. Ta-da! It's the function that's important, guys, really at the end of the day. It looks awkward. You're basically putting this under your hip. It hurts. And then you're just kind of doing a little roll to find out the part, which I have found right now, that is tight. And I'm just gonna sit on it. And you might do like little rolls back and forth, okay, just to kind of loosen it out a little bit. And for those of you before an ab day, before a glute day, this could be really helpful to actually be able to connect to your abs or connect to your glutes. And I might do this for like 2 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes per side before a leg day if I have tight hips. If I don't have tight hips, I'm gonna save it to the end of the workout instead. Okay, so that's just kind of gives you a little bit of an idea. Now what you'll notice that I didn't do is I don't stretch ever before a workout. I'll do dynamic stretching, which is kind of moving through the range of motion of the exercise, or doing a warm-up set. or areas that I know are really tight, like my hips, from sitting, I'll do something like this and pretty much leave it at that. Okay, the rest of the stretching stuff is post-workout and a workout. Okay, so activation and release is all done. I'm ready for the actual workout now. Come and join me. Let's go. So now we're going into the actual workout, and now this is a grouping of exercises because we're actually gonna do a superset, okay, or a few exercises in a row. Now I'm choosing to start out with the TRX jump squat, and the reason that I chose this first is because it gets circulation going, it gets the blood flowing. Now doing this, I like to walk it in, so I'm actually kind of like this, like lean back. I'm gonna look up at wherever my TRX is coming from, and I'm gonna start in a seated position, okay? So I wanna be able to put my glutes right on the floor to make sure that I'm able to activate my glutes, because you wanna get low to activate, and I'm gonna pull and power up. Okay, so a little bit of energy. Woo, so fun. Okay, so doing 15 reps of that. Heart rate's up a little bit, everything's moving, got some blood moving through the legs. So the next exercise I'm showing you right now is the wall sit with the Pilates ball. Now, let me get into position. So position is 90-degree angles, generally at the hip and at the knee, okay? And now what I wanna do is place the ball kind of right between my knee and my upper thigh, about a fist width apart. And I'm gonna squeeze really, really intensely, pull my core nice and strong, keep my shoulders back. Okay, now why am I doing this exercise? One, wall sits are amazing. I really like isometric exercise where you just have to hold. It's really good to mix them in, and everything shouldn't be that concentric, eccentric, up and down movement. Some things should be just like a plank, that awesome held movement. But on top of that, it also works the vastus medialis, which is kind of the inner part of the quadricep muscle. And that can help for some people that have knee issues. Sometimes their knee issues are because that muscle's weak. Okay, so this will help strengthen it. It costs next to nothing. It's a squishy ball full of air. And if you cannot do a wall sit, you can also do it in like an ab curl type position with it just sitting between your knees and you're just squeezing and releasing. Okay guys, so we are at the kettlebell area of the gym. I actually really enjoy doing deadlifts with kettlebells. I just feel it's a really nice position to really get into my glutes and my hamstrings. So here is my array of kettlebells here. They're mainly in kilograms, which means it's the weight times 2.2. So I think I'm gonna use my 24s, so they're just over 50 pounds each. So the two of them together will be just over 100 pounds, which is a nice weight for just kind of like my warm up for my deadlift. And then as I do my deadlifts, I generally kind of increase the weight as I go. So one set here, and then by the third set or the fourth set, if I choose to do that long, I will keep getting heavier, and I'll probably switch over to an Olympic bar and I'll start throwing 45s on them. So I'm here in position, core is strong, natural curve in the spine at all times, shoulders back, that's the most important thing. I'm doing sumo, so my feet are just wider than the kettlebells and they're just turned slightly open like the natural way I would stand, and my knees are trying to go right in line with that second toe. Here we go. I always make sure my core is engaged first. Drive my glutes back to engage the glutes and hamstrings. Stand up and flex. Lower it down, keeping my core engaged. So I do that Pilates breathing, of course, as always. Now I use the mirror. I like to do it at a quarter angle so I can see that my knees are in alignment, that my glutes are back, and that I'm not allowing my back to overarch or ever round. Maybe do it up 2 more. Okay, so again, for warm-up set, I don't know, I'd probably do anywhere from 10 to 20 repetitions. Second set, weight goes up, reps go down. Third set, weight goes up again, reps goes down. Depends on how many sets I'm doing. Set after that, I might go full and just see what I can do. 2, 3 max reps, and then go and I'd finish on this weight again. and max out to failure, which means till I can't do them anymore. Never until my back hurts. If my back ever hurts, which it never does, but if it ever did, immediate stop. Notice that even as I'm putting them away, this is my stance. I'm protecting my back. What a ton of my newbie clients do when they're trying to put their kettlebell away or pick it up is they do this, and they pick it up. Quickest way to destroy your back, okay? So remember, whether you're just starting, going to get your deadlift or finish off, we always lift with our legs, okay? And I'll do this, like I don't care if it's cheating, I'm just putting it away. But I will just kind of support and always make sure that I'm protecting my back, engaging my core. Next exercise. Okay, so next up, I'm gonna throw in some kettlebell swings. What you wanna do is you want to keep your core in, drive your glutes back, and as you come up, notice that my arms, they're like spaghetti noodles. They're like a string, and my shoulder is the hinge. All of the momentum is happening from the glute. So it goes back, it thrusts forward, and the string goes flying, and the core is engaged. So boom. So just make sure what you're not doing, which I see often, is this, where you're lifting with your shoulders, and then you're working into your back versus using your glutes and your hamstrings, which is goals. So we have now finished our first whole circuit. So the circuit was, recap, ready? Jump squats on the TRX, and then we went to the wall and we did the squeeze the green ball, so the Pilates ball, then we did the kettlebell deadlifts, and then the kettlebell swing. So when you're doing this, what you wanna do is, that was our first set, that's your warm-up set, lighter weights, more reps. Then the second set, the weight goes up, the reps go down. Third set continues, weight goes up again, reps go down, and you can do 3 to 4 sets of this, okay? So that is a wrap, but I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please subscribe. We put out videos every single week. You can also comment below, let me know what you thought, let me know what other videos you'd like to see, and I will see you next week. Peace out, bye.